You got a plan there, Adam?
I'm not going this way, buddy.
It's much more difficult than it looks. Somehow we got to get across this. I just forded this river and it was freaking cold, man. What would a hike be without getting wet and muddy? Lion's Head.
That's not like
Woo!
That's not like
Woohoo! Welcome to Dolly Sods. We are here on a Friday afternoon, a beautiful brisk day, a little bit of snow on the ground, and I am joined with two fellow YouTubers. On my right over here, I have Tyler from Hikergy 16. Hey guys. One more fellow made the trip with me down here from Ohio, the famous, the amazing Restless Outdoors. Woohoo! Did I just say Restless Outdoors is here? Let me pinch myself. Restless Outdoors is here,
buddy. We're here.
I can't believe it. This is amazing. Restless Outdoors is joining me on the trail. We're going to hit the sods. We're going right to Lion's Head right now. And we'll see you guys on the trail.
Guys, stay tuned. It's going to be crazy. And Hikergy 16's here.
Woohoo!
Waiting for the flying up there.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have issues filming with this GoPro. These batteries don't last worth a darn. It's about 32 degrees out and a brand new battery in here, and it's down to 1 bar of power already. So I'm gonna have to like take the batteries out and keep it in my pocket, or maybe just put the GoPro in my coat or something. Whoa!
I wish I got that on camera. Son of a gun.
So we have our first creek crossing here, it looks like.
Well, at least these rocks are... You made it, buddy.
All right, so the way this played out, we originally were planning a trip in Ohio, and there was just a high chance of rain Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. So Adam from Restless Outdoors threw out the idea of Dolly Sods, and there's no rain until Sunday morning here, so I said, heck yeah, let's go for it and hit the Dolly Sods. And last night, Hikergy 16 was doing a live chat, and Restless Outdoors brought it up to him, and he said he would also like to join us. So it was talk about a spur of the moment trip. Hikergy 16 had to get up at 2 a.m. and hit the road to meet us here at 11 a.m. today. But we all made it safe and sound, and we got a decent amount of snow. I got about 2 or 3 inches here on the ground. I was not expecting that. I'm glad I brought my waterproof Keens. Otherwise, this would have been pretty miserable with trail runners. And we're supposed to have some beautiful temps today. Might even reach up into the 50s. So it's probably gonna get pretty soupy by tomorrow. We got a pretty good river crossing here coming up soon. What do you think, guys?
This is also beautiful. Phenomenal. This is, aside from getting lost every 20 feet,
Yeah.
I'm digging this.
Our first little hill. That'll get the blood pumping. Oh, I saw that. Okay. I like that right there. Having a river by you all the time.
Very, very hard to look at the trail.
I never thought that a little stream crossing would pose such a challenge, but with the ice, the ice that breaks when you step on it, the slick rocks, It's much more difficult than it looks. And we're off back on the trail. A couple miles to Lionhead. Somehow we got to get across this. Get over there. We've been walking up and down this river for about a quarter mile, and there is just no good place to cross. It looks like it's easier to cross up there, but it's really no different than this. Well, we're about a half hour, 45 minutes in to trying to cross this river. And we were so far upstream, I just had to come up and take a closer look at this. This is beautiful. We almost found a place to cross right there. Still just a little bit too much of a jump. Adam went ahead and walked across the river down there about 100 yards down. I thought we could get across up here, but it doesn't look any better. I think it's time to get our feet wet. All right, we're slowly, gradually making our way up to Lion's Head, somewhere up there. And it's slow going because this dude's hanging on me.
We're getting there.
Here's why it's slow going. Look at these rocks. The snow has melted away. What do you think, about half? Almost half the snow has melted today, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say.
I think it was 2 or 3 inches when we got here. But if there was more snow on this, this would almost be impossible. No one's twisted an ankle yet, so that's good. That is a lot of stinking rocks. As I fall. I can just about smell Lion's Head now. We are getting close. Check out this view.
Okay, and we press.
That is pretty vast.
Because once we get to our point, we have to set up camp.
Yes, we do.
We are running out of daylight. Mush! Mush!
Our pace today is more of a 2 mile an hour pace instead of a 3. And then an hour we wasted trying to ford the river on rocks. So we're behind the 8 ball right now. But we're getting there. Finally! Lion's Head!
That's not Lion's
Woo!
That's not Lion's Head. You're just making it up now.
It's not really Lion's Head. I don't know where it's at.
So what's it up there? What's it look like?
I don't see anything higher except maybe one little point over there. It's beautiful. This was very difficult. Those sharp angled rocks with the snow on top are nearly impossible. Come on! What a view! Wow, this is crazy. Man. Oh, this is so cool. Wow. Check this out.
What's out there?
I mean, there's that rock outcropping we were looking at earlier. This is spectacular. Man, that is cool. We just came from Lion's Head, 100 yards back that way. We could see these pine trees up here, and boy, was this the right decision. This is beautiful.
We have like a 5-star resort.
Nice. Hey, someone left us a chair.
Dude, that's awesome.
Wow. Nice big rocks there to reflect the heat back on us.
Tyler, good choice coming here, huh? Wonderful place. Right here.
This is camp tonight. 5 o'clock. Time to get camp set up, get some dinner in my belly, go get some time lapse of this beautiful sunset right there getting ready to happen. Let's go see what this noise is over here in the Restless Ones tent.
I swear it's not a blow up, though. It's my air mattress, okay?
The Neo Air, right?
It's the Neo Air, yes.
Neo Air.
I should be blowing into it because all the mold, but you know what? I'm the restless one, so who cares?
That's right. This is the Z-Pax Duplex. Nice, I like it. All right. And here's Tyler's tent, which is a single. It's a Kelty Circuit 1. What a lovely sight. We're going to have a roaring fire going here in about 10 minutes. Got the Costco underquilt. It's a double quilt. It's good to about 30 degrees. This is the Hammock Gear Cuban fiber tarp, of course. My dream hammock Raven with a removable bug net. And the next piece of gear to get upgraded soon is to get rid of the sleeping bag and get a top quilt. This is my hike and bike 15 degree down sleeping bag. It's a little on the heavy side. So that's the setup. Let's get a fire going. It's getting cold. Well, it's starting to get dark now. The sun has went down, and I kind of wish I would have time-lapsed it. It's a pretty orange-red color. Even though it was cloudy, I bet it would have been magnificent. Our fire's struggling just a little bit. I can hear it smoldering in there. A lot of wet wood around. But at least we got one going. It's almost the perfect night for camping. Good morning. I'm just hanging out here in my hammock. It was very, very breezy last night. We went to sleep with it being dead calm. And I swear there must have been 20-mile-an-hour winds all night long. I must have woke up 10 times too, if not more. So it was kind of a rough night. It's warmer. It was near freezing when we went to bed, and now it feels like it's close to 40 degrees. Got my breakfast going down here. I'm boiling up some water for my breakfast skillet. No one else is up and at it yet. Looks like we're going to have a pretty nice looking day, just windy. There's breakfast and coffee on too. Looks like we're just about got a boil. Well, good morning, guys. We woke up to a 25, 30-mile-an-hour winds here at camp. It warmed up a little bit, but it's awfully windy, and we're looking around making sure everything's still here. I had a couple little items blow out here in the snow, and Adam's been looking for his chair. Did you find it? Oh!
You know, it's nice having a 1-pound chair. Unfortunately, those are the things that you have to be careful of, and you got to make sure that you put something in there, otherwise.
Absolutely.
Oh wow, it's safe and sound.
Unharmed. We finally walked upon a beautiful waterfall. Check this out. What a beautiful area. We just got to see an amazing waterfall, and this trail we're walking through right now is so peaceful and still and quiet. So much different than the windy ridge we were on where we camped. The only problem I have is trying to traverse this rocky ground. So I'm constantly keeping my eyes down here to make sure I don't slip and fall on these jagged rocks. And I'm missing the beauty around me. A lot of rhododendron around here. Entering the pines a little bit here. Just simply gorgeous. But our plan today is about a 4 or 5 mile hike back to the car and find a new trailhead that'll take us out into the open prairie with all the big boulders that we always see online. So that's what we're searching for today. Hopefully we can find it, because I know some of the trailhead roads are closed. So, and since this was a spur of the moment trip, there wasn't much planning involved. So we're just gonna actually wing it, and hopefully we find the right trailhead that'll take us where we want to go. So we'll see. You got this. He's probably just gonna take this easy way here and get wet. Gosh, you made that look easy. This is what we're walking through today. It's not very fast going. It's a lot of root hopping and rock hopping. And both of my feet have went under, but they're still fairly dry because of the waterproof Keens I got on. No foot traffic has been on this trail. So most of it's melted away, but there still are a few spots that are about an inch or two deep and hiding stones and roots. And you can't tell where and when you're gonna break through the ice. So it's not too bad right now, but every now and then you break through some ice and your foot goes in the mud. So I'm a little bit ahead of Adam and Tyler. And I noticed this morning that Adam is becoming a little bit restless in the outdoors. Who would have thunk? So I'm gonna find a place to get off trail up ahead here, because I'm a few hundred yards ahead of them. I'm gonna secretly set up my camera and film them as they walk by and get the restless one in his natural habitat. Yeah. Oh, I hear him coming. Just to see how Adam's doing, I'll give you an update on how restless he still is. I'm a little concerned for his well-being at this point, being able to handle all these rocks. Me and Tyler are skinny guys. We just kind of float across the top. Adam's trying to walk in our footsteps, and we're weakening the ground or the ice, and then he's falling through. So he's becoming a bit agitated, I think, a little restless. So we'll see how he's doing here in a few minutes. Yep, he still looks a little restless to me. Ah! I just forded this river and it was freaking cold, man. My feet are burning in pain. Adam's not taking his shoes off. There he goes. I took my shoes off and it was painful. Here he comes. From here it looks like there would be an easy place to hop across the stones, but there is not. I mean, we searched for 10 minutes and finally just said, screw it, we gotta get across. How's that feel, Adam?
What are you gonna do? It's frozen. Frozen with frozen feet. Okay.
All right. That'll cure your restlessness for sure.
Oh, without a doubt.
We finally exited the trail. Here's where we started yesterday. And this is where we part ways with Tyler. He's heading down to the Smoky Mountains. Tyler, it's a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Nice meeting you, man.
Have a safe trip and keep warm and enjoy the Smoky Mountains.
It was awesome.
Yep, look forward to seeing your video
sir.
when you get it uploaded.
Yep, likewise.
Restless and I are going to head on down the road about a mile to another parking area and hopefully hit the trail again here in the Flat Rock Roaring Plains area. And we're going to hike in a couple miles and find a good place to camp and hopefully get out here tomorrow morning before we get rained on too much. So that's the plan for today. All right, we're here at the Flat Rock Run Trailhead. And it looks like we got to walk up the road a couple 100 yards. Just getting a little bit of water filtered because who knows when we're going to have another creek to filter from. And we're going to hit the trail here and find us a good place to camp tonight. Looks like we're ready to go. I'm sitting here at the trailhead waiting for Adam. So this trail is not even a trail. The road's right there, and it's between two private properties. And they have no trespassing signs everywhere, but this is what you see at the road. There's a National Forest right-of-way, foot travel only. So we have that sign there and that sign here. And then here's the entrance. And there's the trail. Cool little cabin up on the hill. I'm waiting for Adam. He's changing his shoes and he's taking forever. Could have been a mile in already.
So I'm thinking when I was pulling my backpack off, that's probably where they fell or kicked off, who knows.
Yeah.
But
well, you can see the change in the ground cover. We're back to a couple inches of snow, and we have a beautiful waterfall that begins here. It's lovely. And on the other side of those pines, there's a bigger one. We'll go check it out. Well, unfortunately, we have resorted to plan B, and that is turn around and backtrack back down this hill for 3.5 miles to the truck and back to the trailhead we were at this morning and set up camp near the river where we saw some established sites. We didn't have a map coming up here. We just didn't know what to expect. We thought there was going to be some open plains and beautiful boulders like we've seen online, but that's in the northern section and we can't get to it because the gates are closed this time of year. Since we could not find any flat spots to set up camp and there was no water other than this waterfall we just passed, we're pretty much forced to go back down and find another spot.
Jason
Unfortunately.
tried to force me to swim in that river to get the water, and I said no.
Look how deep you went.
That's okay. Hey, it's part of the fun, right?
It is. What would a hike be without getting wet and muddy?
Well, that's what's walk barefoot now.
Yeah. So a slight change of plans. We don't have to go back to the truck after all. The trail's right up there. And I happened to peek off to the right, looking down at this river, and I saw this flat spot. And what do you know? Lo and behold, fire ring all set up. Nice little flat spot here for the tent. Hang the hammock over here. A beautiful babbling brook to fall asleep to tonight.
Yeah, but Jason,
Not bad.
we don't have any water.
We don't have any water?
Gotta get water.
What are we gonna do?
Water from.
Daggone. Maybe there's a spring up on top of the hill
Maybe.
somewhere. All right, let's get this camp set up, get a roaring fire going. Well, day two is...
Take two!
Take two! Well, day two is coming to a close here. We're just sitting around, enjoying the fire, drying out our socks and shoes. You can probably hear the beautiful river right beside us, behind us.
Very
gonna be-
soothing.
yeah,
Very
it's-
soothing.
It's gonna be lovely to hear while we fall asleep.
Makes me want to pee.
Well, like I said earlier, unfortunately we weren't able to go see the part of Dolly Sods we really wanted to see, but still had a great time. The weather was beautiful. The ground was a little sloshy, but not too bad. Had a little drone mishap earlier. We'll see if I can throw that up here right now for you. I think I got the crash recorded.
All you hear is, oh crap!
Yeah, too bad there's no sound on the drone, so we could have
Yeah.
actually heard the crash. So, but
Just a bunch of tree limbs breaking.
yeah. And
all
one-
I can think about that thing, it just went right into the river.
Yeah, we were
but-
so lucky. It landed in a patch of snow right beside the riverbank. I should have filmed that for you. But one prop broke. Got some replacements, no big deal.
all good.
I'm just happy the SD card is dry. And all the...
God, can you imagine losing the footage from Lion's
Oh,
Head?
man. Yeah.
Oh,
That would stink.
that was especially because I was on there.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly.
The close-up of me.
The close up. It's right. I flew down right down in front of you, didn't I? Yep. So tomorrow morning we're going to pack up pretty early, around 7, 8 o'clock, and head back to the truck and enjoy the 5.5-hour drive back to Ohio.
Woo!
Yeehaw! All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you one last time tomorrow. Good night from Dolly Sods. Good morning, day 3. It's been sprinkling, light rain all night. Well, my camera's getting wet, so we're gonna have to cut this short. We're gonna get some breakfast, pack up, hike the 1.5 miles back to the truck and hit the road. Oh, I almost forgot. How did the Restless one sleep last night?
Oh, very, very nice. Not restless at all.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
We're coming down out of the top of Roaring Plains, Flat Rock. We never got to see any Roaring Plains, unfortunately, but plenty of flat rock and jagged rock.
We saw a lot of roaring water on the trail.
There you go. We'll call it roaring water.
And my feet are, they're still wet. I think they've been wet this whole trip.
This is beautiful, though. You get a little different perspective when the sun's gone and you got all this rain and clouds. All right, we're making our way back down to the truck. Probably less than a 1/2 mile to go. And go find some good grub. That's pretty. The clouds are so low up there you can't even see the top. All right, let's hit the road.
Brings a tear to my eye.
It's a sad time.
Bye, trail.
We have made it back to the truck. Our 3rd day, final day here at Dolly Sods is coming to a close. I'm gonna start the trek home.
Dry socks.
Yes, it's gonna be nice to have dry socks. Guys, thanks for joining us on this trip. It's gonna be awesome to see this video from 3 different perspectives, so make sure you check out Hikergy16. Check out his channel. He's gonna be posting his video soon. It's gonna be awesome to see how he does this. And of course, if you're watching my channel, you probably are already watching Restless Outdoors channel. If not, be sure to check him out. I will put links to both of their channels in the description below. And once again, guys, thanks for coming along. We had a great time, and thanks for watching. See ya!